Hello, it is Farmer Ben here once again, and here we are on the very, very last level of Legendary. Just to run you over, yeah, I will save my changes, thank you. Just to run you over where we are. So on Rare, I'm 23rd, a very high scoring round on Rare. I'm not pushing my score on that anymore. I've basically decided, enough's enough. I've got a few more axes and what have you, but it's just my enthusiasm ran out, basically. I have done it over and over and over again. And I've also been working, which is quite nice, because having not been working for a while, this is nice to be back at work. Epic, I'm on 6,195th. I would like to improve that score, I'm not going to lie. I would quite like to boost it up so that I manage to get a top 5,000 score, because as you can sort of see here, if the rewards button will open, top 5,000. Oh, dearie me, my phone is lagging. There we go. Top 5,000, you get an extra couple of epic hero coins and an extra couple of Titan flasks. There's a couple of other bits in there as well, a warm cape and things. I'm not short on those things, but really it's the epic hero tokens and the the Titan flasks that I would like. Currently on Legendary, I'm 40,436, but then I haven't finished it, so let's not beat about the bush. I doubt if I'll get top 1,000, but I'm hoping for top 10,000, and that will at least get me the coins and all the rest of it. Anyway, so we're going to go on to mission number 10. Mission number 15. I'm sorry, it's 15 missions now. I've been umming and ahhing about this. I've decided to go for an all-red team. So my team now consists of Aslar, General Hitter, Weakener, Boost, Burner, whatever else have you. Bold Tusk, who is my main healer. Bold Tusk, I'm going to leave Bold Tusk with those troops, because I'll hopefully help keep him alive. Elena, who is just a general all-round hitter and rebounder, so that's why she's in the middle. Wilbur there to do a massive amount of weakening to them, and Mariana, I'm never sure which it is, to generally sort of mix things up along at the end. I've also gone with attacking battle items. I did think about taking antidotes, but I'm reasonably sure I won't actually need them, because I think I'm up against the Lady of the Lake, Arthur, and Guinevere. None of whom I think have attacks where you would need to remove a status ailment. I may be wrong and I may regret this, but let's see. Again, this isn't really about speed, this is about completing it. A whole sort of mono 5-star monochrome team, all reds, with 3 5-stars and 2 4-stars. I could have gone with all 5 stars if I'd chosen to use 2 colours, but I didn't, and I'm hoping I don't regret it. But let's see how we go. So the last mission on Legendary, at the moment, as I say, I'm aiming for completion. I will be trying to do it fairly quickly, but at the same time, I probably won't be replaying it unless it's looking like it's hugely close, in which case things may be replayed. As ever, I like to start thinking off about where there may be combos or may not be combos. That's triggered a slightly bigger combo than I was expecting, but I am going to... right, so I'm going to charge Bold Tusk. I've been thinking about this a lot. So Bold Tusk is going to be charged so that any hits do extra sort of damage. I could have done the same with Wilbur, in fairness, and just sort of focused in on Wilbur. Wilbur's very useful. Saying Wilbur's very useful, and I forgot to set him off first. That was just stupid. Wilbur should always go off before most of the others, because he will lower their damage. You notice I haven't been setting Bold Tusk off here. It's not because I don't want to set Bold Tusk off, but Bold Tusk doesn't really need to go off right now, because as you can kind of see, my guys are doing pretty well, so I don't need him as a healer, and the boost is already in place. This will kill that little green guy. This is the beauty of the beauty of Wilbur on a challenge event, insofar as the little guy burned himself out, which I thought he would probably do. The little guy is just going to die anyway. I don't need to worry. Wilbur can then straight away go off into the next round. Boom, another thing going. I'm going to chuck in a tornado here. Tornado is just to mix things up, because that was an awful screen. I couldn't see any kind of moves particularly at all. It's nice to see that all my enemies are green, which is quite handy on this event. The main I would generally have taken for this event is to take green heroes, because green heroes are very useful against blue enemies. But the last mission doesn't actually have any blue enemies, so there's no point in taking not a huge benefit, sorry, in taking greens. Arthur himself, of course, will be a blue hero on the end, at the very end of the mission, and he will doubtless slow me down a little bit, but I'm not too worried about him right this very second in time. So I've got all my special attacks ready, which is exactly where I'd want to be. I'm going to hit Bold Tusk first, then I'm going to go with Wilbur to weaken everyone, then my 2 hit everyone heroes. My Mariana, sorry, there is going to go off. It's slamming into everyone because all the damage is spread. I'm going to use the coin to just flip everything around, move the screen about. Plenty of reds on the screen at the moment, which is good to see. I'm not going to fire off the red gem quite just yet. I'm going to just quickly try and get a few more reds on the screen. I don't see that happening. I'm going to chuck in a bomb and a dragon and another dragon and another bomb, and in fact I'm just going to go for it here with bombs and dragons. Phone's going to tell me it's running out of battery. Unfortunately, it's my old phone, which is really good for recording, but doesn't work terribly well for basically anything else. So I'm going to then fire off the red gem. Boom. Let's hope that actually does some good. I can see there are, oh, here we go. Yeah, I knew she'd go off. That is a real nuisance. Guinevere there going off. I'm not going to hit that. I'm going to hit this. So this will then restore all of my mana to all of my heroes, albeit that it's going to charge some of them as well. General weakening there going on. Attack is still strong. Wall of swords going in here. Bit of a burn thing from Aslar and finish them off with the old dragon attack. I am hoping, boom, they're all gone. Phew! Very fast. So again, lots of battle items, lots of movement. Red screen being played heavily all the way, not wasting any time on lots of moves. It will have got me all 92,069, so there we are. So that has completed legendary. It's a decent score. I'm quite happy to take that one to the bank. For me, there's other players who will look at it doubtless and go, well, yeah, I could do better than that. Stop telling me things I'm responding to. But for me, you know, I'm very, very happy with that. 4553 score, which, as I say, it's not going to get me top, what is it, top 1,000, I think was the cut-off. It seems unlikely I'm going to get top 1,000. But, you know, I'd be reasonably happy there. There's a decent amount of loot on that. I may try and improve some of my scores. Same with Epic, same with, well, no, Rare I'm done. Rare I'm just going to leave alone. So Epic and Legendary are now the 2 areas I might focus on to try and improve my scores. Who knows? I mean, that's just, as I say, that's just one way of defeating that particular mission. There are many, many ways. My route there was to go with just keeping the screen moving, lots of movement around the screen. I'm reasonably happy with the score I got there, 92,000. I'm not, you know, it's not too shabby. There will be players who will doubtless think that, you know, that's not a great score at all. But for me, that's a reasonable score, and I'm happy with where I am there. Particularly as this event does seem to have attracted, I mean, because it's a new event and everything else, it's attracted an awful lot of attention, and players that maybe haven't been as active on events for a little while are suddenly like really up in their game and what have you. So there's lots of players sort of, I would have said, coming out of the woodwork is the impression I'm getting, who are really sort of chucking it in there. And just quickly doing this summon token. Where did I can't even remember where that came from. So yeah, doing my summon token. I got Epic Hero summons. I'm not even sure how many I've got because it's really annoying. It doesn't actually tell you anymore. 13. It used to tell you on the screen, but now you have to go into it to find out. So I got a few Epic Hero tokens there and everything else. I got a lot of event scores to try and improve, which is where I will be working on the next few days. But now I have a few more things to do it. I'm mainly going to focus on Epic to begin with, because the gap there to sort of tip me into the top 5,000 isn't as big, and it would be nice to finish with a few extra Epic Hero coins and what have you, but whether that'll happen, we shall see. But there we are. So that was it. It was emotional. It was to chuck everything at the screen. Could it have been quicker? Probably. Was it the best screen ever? No. But it just seemed to work for me to keep it moving, and just going in heavy on the reds there really played in my favour. And that combination of, you know, healer, weakener. So the healer was Bold Tusk, the weakener was Wilbur, and then the sort of because I was using a lot of mana potions and tornadoes, I was quite happy to go for hit all heroes because their slow mana doesn't matter because you're charging the mana very quickly with potions anyway, and just chuck it all in and then boom, 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 boom over it as quickly as that. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. There are other ways, of course, and you can do it with various battle items or whatever else. I would urge you to try and complete it because the tier completion reward, as you saw there, was really worth doing. But at the same time, it's harder if you haven't got access to all the battle items or all the heroes. If you haven't got access to all the battle items, I would say look at using things like bombs, mana potions. So if you haven't got access to like dragon attacks, go for your bombs, your axes. Arrows can help out a bit as well, but you might actually be better off with like as many mana potions as you can take, and take a couple of, maybe go with 2 healers. The difficulty is dealing with Guinevere and Lady of the Lake, who are both you've got both healers, so it's a difficult one. It's not easy, but there you go. So that is the last one, and the Lady of the Lake is slain, and I now can sort of say I've completed the event, albeit that I have scores to go back and improve, which is it's par for the course really. Just a quick update as well on the 2-star challenge event, 2-star challenge event, 2-star raid tournament, which has been going on for a while. When I click in, hang on, I've gone into the wrong screen. When I go into the raid tournament, you can see top 1% at the moment. I don't expect that'll last. I expect it'll be top 5, to be fair. My attacks generally pretty successful. I lost 5, so I did have to use gems to carry on. 5 out of 25, so 20, it was 1 in 5 success. My defense team defense team has done awesomely. Look at that. Sea of green, so maybe that's why I'm doing so well, and hopefully that'll provide me some decent loot at the end, but we'll see. Anyway, there we are. So as ever, it's been emotional. It remains for me now to say may death come swiftly to your enemies. Remember to subscribe, like the videos, any comments always gratefully received, even the ones which tell me I'm no good, which a few people have told me, but there we go. So anything like that, gratefully received. Do subscribe, do like, do press the little bell icon to tell you when I've got a new video out, and yeah, enjoy yourselves. I hope there was something in this video which will at least help somebody a little bit. Okay, so Farmer Ben saying good night, au revoir, take care, peace out, bye.